their way out to the Speedway as we iron in the racing surface, let the drivers get a little bit of heat beneath the bonnets. Total of 38 drivers on hand tonight for the USAC Amsoil Sprint Car National Championship. This the Midwest opening weekend tonight here at Lincoln Park. Tomorrow we head down to Lawrenceburg Speedway. And then Sunday it is the opener for the USAC Silver Crown Champ Car Division. That will be at the Terre Haute Action Track. So as cars continue to make their way out to the racing surface, let's go ahead and bring in Drake York.
Thank you so much, Brian. And as you said, it is the Midwest opener for the 2025 season with the Amsoil USAC National Sprint Car Championship. 38 of the world's greatest non-wing sprint car drivers have come to the capital of Cushion, Lincoln Park Speedway. Once again, my name is Drake York. Christy Bem is joining us later on in the broadcast. And it's been so long, it feels like, since the Amsoil USAC National Sprint Car Championship has been on track since our last race in the middle of February, pretty much, out at Ocala Speedway. So let's get you up to speed as the field begins to iron in the racetrack. There is currently a tie at the top of the point standings for the Amsoil USAC National Sprint Car Championship between Kyle Cummins and Dason Persley. Now, of course, Dason Persley, a part-time driver this year with CBI, of course, Chad Boat's new sprint car team. They had a lot of success down in Florida, along with Kyle Cummins, who once again, they are tied at the top for the points lead with 449 points apiece. Justin Grant down in third, Brady Bacon, of course, another part-timer. He's not here tonight, so he will plummet in the standings, but for now, currently fourth in the season-long standings, and Mitchell Moles rounding out the top five. CJ Leary sixth, Logan Seedy seventh, Jake Swanson eighth, Briggs Danner ninth, and Robert Ballou rounding out your top 10 in your season-long Amsoil USAC National Sprint Car Championship point standings. And as always, which has been a really fun part of the broadcast now for the last season here with USAC on FloRacing, our Dirt Draft Driver v Driver matchup, which also, before we get into the driver matchup, remember, race fans in the stands and at home, remember to set your Dirt Draft lineups, as those will close just before the start of heat race number one. So you're going to want to get them in now or even after qualifying. Who knows? I'm not your dad. I can't tell you what to do. Let's take a look at our Dirt Draft Driver v Driver matchup tonight. Briggs Danner, your winner last time out at Ocala Speedway against Gunnar Setzer. Tonight he gets to go up against Kevin Thomas Jr. So Briggs Danner, left-hand side of your screen. He is at USAC Driver 1. You can find him post-race in the public lobby with that username. He's got Logan Seavey, Cale Drake, Gunnar Setzer, Braden Fox, Chance Crum. And as I said, to his right, Kevin Thomas Jr. You can find him as well in the post-race lobby at USAC Driver 2. He's got Dason Persley himself, Cale Drake, Kyle Shipley, and Jake Scott. That's your Dirt Draft Driver v Driver matchup for the night. Remember to play along with your two favorite USAC drivers, Briggs Danner and Kevin Thomas Jr. Always two fun personalities to be around. And that is something that we have been waiting to see since we've gotten back to the Midwest. The sun is shining, but it didn't look like for a while we'd get to race here at Honest Abe Roofing Lincoln Park Speedway. As you can see behind me, the track, it's got a lot of moisture, and I think Tommy Estes a couple weeks ago was probably contemplating having a boat race here at Lincoln Park Speedway instead of an Amsoil USAC National Sprint Car Championship event. Tip of the cap to everyone here at Honest Abe Roofing Lincoln Park Speedway for getting this track in the shape. As 38 of the world's greatest non-wing sprint car drivers roll in the racetrack behind us, we are in for a good show. There's no doubt about it here tonight at Lincoln Park Speedway, live on FloRacing.
For a moment, we'll be back to Lincoln Park. Welcome back to the broadcast here on FloRacing. So cars will begin making their way off into the pit area. Once we whittle things down, we will begin to roll into our dirt draft hot laps. AMSOIL is the title sponsor of the USAC Sprint Car National Championship. The AMSOIL Ultimate Oil Change makes changing your oil a breeze. Their shop by Vehicle Tool at AMSOIL.com takes the guesswork out of picking the best oil and filter combination for your vehicle. Pick the right product and packaging options for a complete list of product recommendations and get everything you need to get the job done and shipped right to your door with fast, free delivery. Visit AMSOIL.com to learn how you can get the protection you demand and the performance you deserve. Make sure to stop by the USAC merchandise trailer before the end of the heat races for your chance to sign up to be tonight's AMSOIL Inside the Oval winner. If your name is chosen, you and a guest of your choice will receive a prize pack and a ride in the pace truck with the opportunity of a lifetime to watch tonight's USAC Sprint Car feature from the infield. Again, that is down at the USAC merchandise trailer. NOS Energy, where boundaries are merely suggestions. Fuel up, fire up, and never look back with NOS Energy. Human horsepower. Try one today. Follow them on social media at NOS Energy Drink. Throughout the 2025 season, you can be part of the action with your chance to win with Play USAC, offering you, the fans, ways to put money on your favorite drivers with top sports books and daily fantasy providers offering odds and exclusive sign-up offers for USAC racing fans. There's never been a better time to give it a try. Visit nxtbets.com/playusac for more information or scan the code on the broadcast to see what's available in your state. Void where prohibited. Must be 21 years or older to participate. Please play responsibly. If you find yourself in trouble, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Odds provided by nxtbets.com to the United States Auto Club, putting Logan Seavey as the odds-on favorite tonight. As a three-time winner 1 year ago here at Lincoln Park Speedway, chances are he's going to be one to watch. Plus 207 his odds coming into tonight. Kyle Cummins, who is tied for the points lead with Dason Pursley, currently sitting at plus 408. Pursley at 539. Justin Grant at 793. CJ Leary at 1225. A little down the list, one of the long shots. Jake Swanson currently sitting at 4573. Racing Electronics is the #1 company in race communications and official race communication provider of the United States Auto Club with over 30 years of experience and serving every major form of auto racing. Don't forget to bring your scanner the next time you are at a USAC national event, as our audio broadcast is available at frequency 454.5000. Again, 454.5000. Learn more and shop Racing Electronics by calling 1-800-727-7111 or go to racingelectronics.com. Cookout presents always fresh, never frozen burgers, barbecue, hot dogs, all cooked fresh every day. And get this, over 40 different flavors of shakes, all prepared fresh and made by hand every day. It's all yours. Find a Cookout location near you. Go to cookout.com. Sunoco is the official race fuel of USAC Racing. As the world's largest manufacturer of racing fuel, Sunoco has been the standard in motorsports for over 50 years. Known for innovation, consistency, and high performance, Sunoco fuels have been the choice of racers in virtually every form of motorsport, from grassroots tracks to premier international series. Committed to supporting the racing community, Sunoco powers champions and fuels unforgettable moments at the track. Car IQ has created a payment solution aimed at fleets that allows cars and trucks to connect to gas pumps to pay for fuel without the need of a fuel card or credit card. Car IQ Payment Solutions, Car IQ Pay, replaces fleet card products and protects against fraud while significantly reducing back-office vehicle reconciliation. Learn more at gocariq.com today. Hoosier Racing Tires' mission is to be the dominant customer-driven provider of racing tires to teams domestically and internationally. Their existence and continued success are dependent upon how well they meet their responsibilities to serve their customers by providing safe quality products to amateur and professional motorsports teams. For more information on the tires designed for champions, go online to HoosierTire.com. Dirt Draft Hot Lap's going to be coming up in here in just a moment. And as we roll through the USAC season, well, we're excited to shift gears from the sunshine of Florida now here to the Midwest. And you can sign up for all the new great offerings with Dirt Draft. Introducing leagues where you can create a private USAC league for your racing crew, family, or your local track gang. You can start whenever you want, night one, mid-season, or even the final stretch. Track your leaderboard in real time and with a custom USAC scoreboard. Set your buy-in rules event by event or one shot for the whole league. Win speed shot points for top finishes, bragging rights, well, that's all included. And remember, every new subscriber will get a $20 gift card for USACgear.com. Download today, that's Dirt Draft. Indy Metal Finishing is the official sponsor of the USAC work area. Indy Metal Finishing is a family-owned and operated business with 30 years of experience in the industry. Their mission to support their customers with an exceptional level of quality and service. Conveniently located minutes from downtown Indianapolis, Indy Metal Finishing offers Type 2 and Type 3 anodized and chemical conversions, passivation, and electroless nickel services to motorsports, medical, military, aerospace, and manufacturing industries. Indy Metal Finishing is ISO certified and holds an FFL license. Find out more online at IndyMetalFinishing.com. Whether you're running a go-kart, micro, midget, modified, sprint car, late model, Silver Crown, or even a tractor, Rod End Supply has the assortment of rod ends, radius rods, and specialty products that you will need to help lead the field in performing at your maximum potential. Since 1989, Rod End Supply has provided superior products priced competitively with prompt and courteous service. Their promise to continue to provide superior service with superior products to keep you at the front of the field. Remember, they don't just sell them, they race them. Visit rodandsupply.com for more information. K1 Race Gear was born in 2003 with the philosophy of offering products to customers that they would be proud to use. At K1 Race Gear, they are racers and they understand the value of buying quality racing products at a reasonable price. To meet the need of their customers, they strive to provide quality racing equipment, including shoes, suits, driving gloves, helmets, and more to racers of all ages at a great value. Whether your son or daughter is just starting out in the sport or you have a lifelong passion for racing, they have the product for you. Contact K1 Race Gear at k1racegear.com. The official fire prevention solution of the United States Auto Club is Inferno Armor. Created for the motorsports industry and now used across several industries, Inferno Armor quickly and easily makes fabrics fire retardant and heat resistant. Inferno Armor can be used on any fabric to reduce the spread of fire and effectively block the transmission of conductive and radiant heat. Simply put, it's high-performance fire protection in a convenient spray. Inferno Armor presenting the fire move of the night in all three USAC national divisions throughout the 2025 season. Well, they will reward the driver who puts on a fire of a show a complimentary bottle of Inferno Armor. The USAC merchandise trailer is fully stocked with official gear for the 2025 season. T-shirts, hoodies, hats, and all the race day must-have gear. Be sure to follow the USAC Gear Facebook page for new merchandise and special offers all season long. While you're down there, you can also find each and every USAC driver's name, hometown sponsor, and chassis and engine information when you purchase a driver roster, available for only $1 at the USAC merchandise trailer. You can also follow along at USACRacing.com on Facebook and on X. Simply look for USAC Racing on Facebook, and on X and Instagram at USAC Nation. A quick reminder that all results posted throughout the course of tonight's racing action are unofficial. Live timing and scoring can also be found right in the palm of your hand when you download the Race Monitor app. Those of you in the grandstands, we have seen your hand signals. We are trying to get just a little bit more sound out of the PA system. So we're seeing what we need to adjust and tweak and change up here to see if we can get it just a tick louder out there. We appreciate your patience. A side of wings tonight. The IMCA Race Saver Sprint Cars on hand, utilizing a methanol fuel-injected 305 cubic inch power plant. Around 20 of those cars checked in for tonight's racing action. Dr. Patrick Sullivan will have the call for the IMCA Race Saver Sprint Cars. Course tonight is only the start of a 3-day weekend for the United States Auto Club here in the state of Indiana. Tomorrow we head to Lawrenceburg Speedway, and then Sunday the Terre Haute Action Track comes to life with the season opening event for the Silver Crown division. Looking ahead, Silver Crown making their asphalt debut for the 2025 season. That'll be up at Toledo Speedway on April 19th. The USAC NOS Energy Drink Midget National Championship roars to life for the first time in 2025. That will be at the Kokomo Grand Prix on April 25th and 26th up at Kokomo Speedway. Let's Race 2, 10,000 to win each night for the USAC AMSOIL Sprint Car National Championship, along with the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Cars. That'll be at Eldora Speedway May 2nd and 3rd. Winchester Speedway, Silver Crown back in action. Bloomington Speedway on May 9th and Tri-State Speedway on May 10th. You can find all of these events and more when you check the schedule at usacracing.com. Dirt Draft Hot Lap session number 1 circling the speedway. You can see the field has been whittled down to just a few drivers out on the racing surface. Driver looking at relocating here into the Midwest, originally out of Indio, California. Driving the Brisas AC and Heating, Van Dyne, DRC number 2, J. James Turnbull II. Coming to speed onto the front straightway. Logan Seavey on track. He's out of Southern California. Driving the Mountain Mechanical Contractors, Indy Power Sports, Stanton DRC chassis number 57. He will streak past the flag stands. The driver rolling in behind him. That's going to be Kyle Cummins, the driver currently tied for the national points lead with Dason Pursley. The Avante windows endorsed, Stanton Lockwood chassis number 3P. Harley Burns on track at a Brazil, Indiana. The Brit Aero Timberland Lemon Company, D&J Power, DRC Chassis Ace Construction number 16. New number and paint scheme this season for Chance Crum, back to his familiar 83C for the driver at Snohomish, Washington. Driving the Pit Logic, 83 Customs, FG3 Power, DRC Chassis, Elevate Race Media, number 83. Checker flag will drop here in Dirt Draft Hot Lap session number 1. One more driver to tell you about that is Sam Hines out of Westfield, Indiana. Driver the Edge Rock Development, Hoosier Speed, Ice Guy VP, DRC chassis number 71H.
One of many graduates of the Terre Haute Quarter Midget Association is Sam Hines, really in his second year in sprint cars. Pretty impressive last year. Harley Burns, no stranger to victory lane here at Lincoln Park Speedway. 2 years ago, he was the Bloomington Speedway track champion.
Dirt Draft Hot Lap session number 2 going to be making its way out to the racing surface here in just a moment. If you're just joining us on the FloRacing broadcast, a field of 38 drivers on hand for the USAC AMSOIL Sprint Car National Championship here on night number 1 of 2 for the sprint cars. It is night number 1 of 3 for USAC competition here this weekend. Of course, tomorrow night we will be back in action down at Lawrenceburg Speedway, and this one's for Joe as we celebrate the memory of the 2022 track champion with the Justin Owen Memorial. Not only is there a stout check for the winner, but a multitude of bonuses and extra cash up for grabs tomorrow down at Lawrenceburg Speedway. Again, if you can't make the trip, you can always check it all on FloRacing. Since 2019, the exclusive online broadcast provider of the United States Auto Club. Driver currently tied at the top of the point standings at Locust Grove, Oklahoma. The Avante windows indoors, pristineauction.com, NOS Energy, Stanton, Spike, CB Industries, number 86. That is Dason Pursley. Dason Pursley making his way towards turn number 1. Ty Mahako at Peoria, Arizona. The High Aspiration Farms, Ryan Myers Racing Engine, DRC Chassis, Hawkins Auto Body. Rumpke number 24P going to make his way into turn number 2.
Ty, a 3-time and defending Lincoln Park Speedway champion. Only Billy Peterbaugh Jr. and Bob Kinzer have accomplished that in the history of this track.
Cars will begin to come to speed. Colin Parker to Martinsville, Indiana. The Smith Small Engine, GTCarts.com. Troy's Lawn Care Express Steel, number 16K. And Pursley, the car, not firing. In fact, coming to a stop over in turns 1 and 2. Problems for the CB Industries number 86. Continuing with the drivers on track, Mitchell Moles out of Raisin City, California. The AME Electrical, Pacific Valley Transportation, Kaiser, Stanton, Spike, Reinbold, Underwood Motorsports number 19. He rolls down the back straightaway. The 87 here on the front straightaway, Tony Helton. He's out of Spencer, Indiana. Driving the Ace Corporation, AJ Felker Power, DRC Chassis number 87. And out of Worthington, Indiana, just past the flag stand, the Mighty Kind Cannabis Seltzers. Spec Power, J&J Chassis, Shane Wade Enterprises. Amati Racing number 66. That is Jaden Rogers in the 66.
Jaden has spent a lot of time at Lincoln Park Speedway over the years. When he's not been on the tours, had a lot of success here. Former USAC AMSOIL Sprint Car Rookie of the Year.
Cars are going to make their way off of the back straightaway. Right quick, let's check in with Drake York.
Thank you so much, Brian. We talked about Dason Persley pulling off the speedway. As he came by me just before the car shut off, I heard the revs spike up, and usually what that means is the car popped out of gear, but also a troubling sign that he pulled off the racetrack instead of putting that car back into gear. Hopefully not any further issues for Dason Persley, but with the way the revs spiked there, Brian, you have to imagine the car popped out of gear there on him.
Taking the car back to the crew, they'll evaluate and see what exactly is going on. Fortunately, finds himself in Group 2 of Hot Laps, so he'll have a little bit of time here with several drivers ahead of him during our Honest Abe Roofing qualifying run. Next round of drivers out to the Speedway, we find James Boyd. He's the Illinois driver in the Savior Roofing, Gertie Power, DRC Chassis, Watson Top Crop, Midwest Dyno Services, number 16B. Driver rolling around to the front straightaway, currently exiting turn number 4. Hayden Reinbold also on track in the AME Electrical. Avanti Windows and Doors, Indy Race Parts, Stanton Spike, Reinbold Underwood Motorsports, number 19. Rolling out onto the Speedway, Ivan Glotzbach. He's out of Fillmore, Indiana. Driver of the Racers Custom and Collision Repair, Knuckle Bust and Retrievers, Pizza King, and Tyler Cox Realty, I1. The 4U machine, the driver coming to us out of Phoenix, Arizona. Driver of the Cox Body Shop, Quick Time Electric, Ben's Asphalt, Apache Transport. The blind man, number 4U, that is Kyle Shipley. Kyle Shipley in the 4U. Out of Allentown, Pennsylvania, rolling onto the back straightaway, the E. Schneider & Sons Recycling, Aw Shucks Roasted Corn. Rider DRC number 39, that is Briggs Danner. Briggs Danner in the number 39.
Ivan, a former Rookie of the Year here at Lincoln Park Speedway. Brian Hayden overlooking his operation. And what a great year last year for Briggs Danner. Comes in, I would think, as a title hopeful.
Definitely. Glotzbach last year was in the number 2. He was in Brian's car. That is actually his car on track here tonight. So the field will begin to wind up here. Gabriel Gilbert out of Greenwood, Indiana. The Chevrolet Power DRC Chassis. Gilbert Racing entry also on track. He'll make his way off the turn number 2 and onto the back straightway. The 11. That is Nate Irvin. He's out of Reelsville, Indiana, driving the Neville Algae Spike Chassis number 11. Interesting engine setup on that car. If you get a chance after the race to go down and check it out, as on cue, he will bring out the caution here. So we'll get crews out to refire him. Driver announcing only a couple of days ago that he's going to be joining the full tour of the USAC AMSOIL Sprint Car National Championship out of Columbus, Indiana. Driver of the Midwest Tube Mills, Davis Brothers, S&C Machine, Chrome Dome, AN Transport, Stanton Ripper number 5G. That is Gunnar Setzer. Gunnar Setzer in the 5G.
Certainly have seen his father race here on a number of occasions in open wheel cars. Also was outstanding in the late model. Had a pretty good run at the Chili Bowl this last year, Brian.
Indeed he did. His father, also a past competitor and contender at the Tulsa Shootout.
Yep.
Jake Scott also on track out of Morgantown, Indiana, driver the Access Underground, Porter Sealing System, Lucky 7 Technologies, G&G Oil Company, McMurray Transport, Terry Cummings Power, DRC number 33. As we roll right now through Hot Lap session number 3 here during Dirt Draft Hot Laps.
Jacob, anytime Paragon Speedway track champion and defending track champion at Paragon Speedway.
Might have a little bit of character tonight. Only last week, turns 1 and 2 was a new lake. Just about run jet skis in it.
Yeah, I chatted with Tommy Estes, and he knew that was what he was fighting as a former racer himself. As you well know, Brian, he knows how to read a racetrack as good as anyone.
Cars will shuffle back into the pit area. We'll bring out Dirt Draft Hot Lap session number 4 here in just a moment. Quick look at the times. Kyle Shipley in the 4U atop of the boards at a 13.029. Jake Scott, 13.387. Mitchell Moles, a 13.448. Briggs Danner, 13.512. Gabriel Gilbert currently rounding at the top 5 at a 13.536. Hayden Reinbold, Jaden Rogers, Gunnar Setzer, Ty Mahako, and James Turnbull the second. Difference of 1.114 seconds among your top 10 drivers here during Dirt Draft Hot Laps thus far. The 17 GP back with the wings off here. Max Adams behind the wheel. He's out of Loomis, California. Driven the Lifestyle Homes. Michael Dutcher Motorsports. Evan Jackson Powered. Maxim Chassis. Pro Source. Griffin's Propane number 17 rolling out to the front straightaway. The 53 Braden Fox out of Avon, Indiana. Driven the Jarvis Enterprises. Fox Powered DRC. Matador Motorsports number 53. Driver in 17, Bryce Andrews. He's out of Kenosha, Wisconsin. Driving the Roadside Auto Truck Transport. Don's Machine Shop Powered. DRC Chassis. Midwest CBD number 17.
Braden Fox, last year's Bloomington Speedway track champion. Max Adams, about 8 years or so, maybe 9, a USAC CRA Rookie of the Year. Has had success locally at Gas City, etc.
Brandon Maddox, car 28 on the Speedway at Terre Haute, Indiana. The Maddox Heating and Cooling, Gressman DRC. Pro Source, Newman Motorsports, number 28. That car currently rolling off at turn number 4, headed towards the flag stand. Kayla Rail at Dillsboro, Indiana, the Southern Insurance, Heavy Duty Truck and Transmission Services, Clark's Home Service, Industrial Hydraulics Incorporated, Next Gen Builders, Blood Lubricants, number 4K. She's made her way onto the racing surface. She rolls into turns 1 and 2. Gail Drake out of Collinsville, Oklahoma, also on track at the Pendleton Farms, Bennick Enterprises, Claxon DRC, John and Cheryl Long, number 2B. He makes his way off at turn number 2. And problem fixed so far for Dason Pursley. The Avante Windows and Doors CB Industries number 86 has made its way back onto the racing surface. He rolls off at turn number 2. The driver rolling behind him, Carson Garrett, behind the wheel of the Epperson Painting Incorporated, PPG, PGE Motorsports, Hornbeck Concrete, FK Shock, Schaefer Specialized Lubricants, Quick Change Products, number 2E.
Brian, you've spent a lot of time with Cale Drake. I had a little opportunity a couple of weeks ago to chat with him, and he really didn't think about doing this at this level and professionally really until a few years ago.
Driver coming up out of the micro ranks, of course, starting out of Port City Raceway, challenging with the Now 600 series over the last couple of seasons. And his progression up into midgets and now into sprint cars has been very quick. And you remember last year he made his debut in that number 2B here, and unfortunately he took the fence with it.
Yeah. Strikes me as a very poised young man. Very impressed with him.
Nevertheless, he has really gotten the car underneath him, has a lot better control here. And, of course, when you have somebody like Scott Bennett who kind of engineered and changed the game when it comes to shock technology, that's certainly got to help. So cars rolling at speed here during Dirt Draft Hot Lap session at number 4. One of the drivers we haven't had a chance to tell you about yet, Braden Cromwell, coming all the way from Lone Jack, Missouri, Devil the Bodies Race Co. Terry Cummings Power, DRC, Acre Towing, Wrapped KC, Cage, suspension number 4X. Streaks his way into turns 1 and 2 right now as Shipley continues to be quickest. Carson Garrett in that very familiar Epperson number 2E, currently second quick at a 13.330. Jake Scott, 13.387. Mitchell Bowles at 13.448, and Briggs Danner now fifth quick at a 13.512. Braden Cromwell now running at your top 10. And it tightens up, only a half a second separating your top 10 drivers currently.
That Epperson 2 car has won here on many occasions and, frankly, with a host of drivers. So it's a racetrack in which the car has had success, and one reason why they've always been able to hire really good shoes.
Shane Cottle behind the wheel of that car last season.
Thomas Meserol has driven that machine, and many, many more before that.
Rolling into number 1, he's out of Rockland, California, driving the Suburban Subaru, Dean's Waterfront Services, down on DRC Factory Kane, number 12. It's the madman, Robert Ballou. Robert Ballou out to the Speedway as we roll into our final flight of Dirt Draft Hot Laps. Driver to Bayonne, California, on the back straightaway, the NOS Energy, MPV Logistics, Top Industries, Indy Custom Stone Kistler Max at number 4. That is Justin Grant. Justin Grant in the 4. The 100. Justin Manili out of Brazil, Indiana, driver the Hoosier Towing, Manili Construction, Shaw Chiropractic, DRC. The orange number 100 you see rolling into turn number 3. The 92, driver out of Fort Branch, Indiana, the GetLucasOil.com, Daywig Meats, Engler Machine and Tool, Brown Brothers Excavating, S&C Machine number 92. That is Chase Stockin. Chase Stockin and the Moose Racing number 92. Out of Coleman, Alabama, making his way onto the front straightaway, the Inferno Armor, Majestic Electric, CSI, Eddie Gilstrap Motors, Stanton Machwood Chassis number 3R. That is Kevin Thomas Jr. Kevin Thomas Jr. in the 3. Driver directly ahead of him, entering turn number 1 right now. He's out of Anaheim, California. Driver the Snake Enterprises, Inland Rigging, One Way Performance, DRC. Darty Motorsports, CK Enterprises, JST Shock Technologies number 5T. That is Jake Swanson. Jake Swanson in the 5. CJ Leary to Greenfield, Indiana, rolling down the front straightaway into turn number 1 in the Curb Records, Kodiak Products, One Way DRC, Apache Transport, Oakcraft Elegant Cabinetry, Team Arizona, Curb Agajanian Racing number 21. So drivers being told over the receiver to go ahead and get spread out, get ready to go green, as we got one more driver to tell you about. That is Zach Pretorius. He's out of Yorktown, Indiana, driving the Oak Motors, Pizza King, Hoosier Roots, G&G Oil Company, Claxon DRC, number 9Z. Field goes to green in our final flight of Dirt Draft Hot Laps.
Zach posted a good qualifying lap here with USAC. May have been the fast qualifier one minute.
Checkered flag doth fall here in Dirt Draft Hot Laps, and Justin Grant, only driver into the 12-second bracket, a 12.939, 12939 seconds for Justin Grant. Kyle Shipley ends up second quick at a 13.029. Zach Pretorius, just mentioning a good qualifying run last year, starting off with good speed. Third quick here in Dirt Draft Hot Laps at 13.076. CJ Leary, 13.174. Robert Blue rounds at your top 5 at a 13.203.
Was piggyback a little bit surprised to remember that Justin Grant, I believe, has only won one time under the USAC banner here. As good as he's been everywhere.
So Honest Abe Roofing qualifying going to be coming up here in just a moment. Honest Abe Roofing, America's reliable roofer, will present the Fast Qualifying Award in all 3 USAC National Divisions throughout the 2025 season. Honest Abe has been installing, repairing, and maintaining residential roofs since 2005, and they want to give you a perfect roof to protect your home to keep you comfortable. Honest Abe provides the fastest service in the roofing industry, and they're supporting the fastest driver in qualifications. Visit honestaberoofing.com today to schedule your free roof inspection. Not only do you get the title of tonight's quick qualifier, you also get $150 in cold hard cash every time you are a quick qualifier in USAC National Competition with Honest Abe Roofing. Again, 38 drivers on hand. The current track record holder is Logan Seavey. He set that in July 5th of last year, an 11.959 second lap, 94.071 miles per hour. And on cue, he rolls to the back straightaway. The driver coming to us out of Sutter, California, driver of the Mountain Mechanical Contractors Indy Power Sports, Stanton DRC Chassis, CGCPA number 57. Lap number 1 is a 13.464, 1.3464 seconds for Logan Seavey. 2 wins on the season, 1 in USAC National Competition down at Volusia. And last year it was win, win, win for the driver of the number 57. Entered 2024, never a winner, and walked away with 3. Lap number 2 was better, 13.124, 13.124 seconds. He will set the mark in 57. Next driver out to the Speedway comes to us out of Westfield, Indiana. Driver of the Edge Rock Development, Hoosier Speed, Chevrolet Powered DRC Chassis. Rangeline Chiropractic, Next Level Platform, Steve Hines own number 71H. This is Sam Hines. Sam Hines in the 71H. Side number 1 is the 14.118. 14.118 seconds for Hines. We'll see if he improves on lap number 2. The former micro and mini sprint champion coming around. And he does 13.825. 1.3825 seconds. Currently second quick. That is Sam Hines. Relocating out of Indio, California, here to the state of Indiana. Driver the Brescis AC and Heating, DRC Van Dyne Powered, RS Drywall, CMR Construction, James Yost Tile, Felix Plumbing, number 2J. This is James Turnbull the second. James Turnbull in the number 2J. Out in California, competing in USCS VRA as well as USAC CRA competition, powered by Avante Windows and Doors. Lap number 1 for him was a 13.848. Lap number 2 is better, a 13.712. Currently 3 out of 3 for the driver of the number 2J. On to the Speedway now. The driver tied to the top of the standings following Winter Dirt Games in Princeton, Indiana. Driver of the Avante Windows and Doors, Premier Recycling, Apache Transport, Midwest Lawn and Landscaping, Petty Performance Racing, Stanton Mach 1, number 3P. It's Kyle Cummins. Kyle Cummins, second quick on lap number 1 at 13.109, 1.3109 seconds. Pair of wins down in Florida, Volusia and Ocala. 14th and 9th and a runner-up finish last year. Holds 1 USAC National Sprint Car victory here in 2019. Comes around lap number 2, better at a 12.292, 1.2292 seconds, and that is quick time for the driver of the number 3P. Next driver onto the Speedway out of Snohomish, Washington. Chance Chrome in the Pit Logic. 8.3 Customs, FT3 Power, DRC Chassis, CSI Z-Max, Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, Race Redeem Foundation, number 83C. Comes around lap number 2 with a 13.276, 1.3276 seconds for Chance Crum, currently third on the field. Oh, look out. Harley Burns going duck hunting with a rake of the high side of turns 1 and 2. He saves it. Rolls it back into the back straightaway. He is on the clock. And looks like something might have come apart on the number 16. Well, maybe not. He's going to start to get back in the throttle here. Resets, regrips, and launches onto the front straightaway. Lap number 1 going to be a 22-second affair, 22.692. Back into the throttle, much smoother that time through turns 1 and 2. One feature start in USAC National Competition here at Lincoln Park Speedway last year. Ended up with a 23rd place finish. Comes around and he does save face on lap number 2. Jumps to 4th quick at a 13.425, 1.3425 seconds for Harley Burns. Driver originally out of Peoria, Arizona. Driver of the High Aspiration Farms, Ryan Myers Racing Engine, DRC Chassis, Hand Designs, Hawkins Body Shop, Rupke. Jamie Paul owned number 24P. This is Ty Mahako. Ty Mahako with the 24P. The bull comes around 5th quick on lap number 1 with a 13.677, 1.3677 seconds. We'll see what the 3-time Lincoln Park Speedway champion can do. He rolls just shy of the cushion over through turns 3 and 4 on the throttle to the front straightaway. And lap number 2, better on time, not position, 13.479, 1.3479 seconds. Currently 5th quick for Ty Mahako. Driver out of Worthington, Indiana. Driver of the Mighty Kind Cannabis Seltzers, Spec Power, J&J Chassis, Shane Wade Enterprises, Midwest Auto Services, Beasley Railcar Repair, Young's Auto Body number 66. This is Jaden Rogers. Jaden Rogers in the 66. Comes around on lap number 1. He'll be 7th quick at a 13.489, 1.3489 seconds for the driver of the number 66. 2 feature appearances in 2024, a best of 10th. As lap number 2, better. He's going to go to 5th quick at a 13.277, 132.77 seconds for Jaden Rogers. Next car out to the Speedway. Driver coming to you out of Martinsville, Indiana, driven the Smith Small Engine, Bill Trainer powered Magnum Chassis, Express Steel, Troy's Lawn Care, GTCarts.com, number 16K. This is Colin Parker. Colin Parker in the number 16K. Lap number 1, his time a 13.473, 134.73 seconds. Currently posted 6 on the field. Lap number 2 is better, 13.456, 134.56 seconds for Colin Parker. At Locust Grove, Oklahoma, the Avanti Windows and Doors, PristineAuction.com, NOS Energy Drink, Stanton Spike, CB Industries, number 86. This is Dason Pursley. Dason Pursley in the number 86. Comes around on lap number 1. Pursley going to stop the clock 3rd quick at a 13.181, 131.81 seconds. A 7th, a 13th, and a 6th place finish through the 2024 season here at Lincoln Park Speedway. Backs are a little bit too hard off of turn number 4. That'll cost him on lap number 2. 13.181, lap number 1 was his best attempt. Driver at speed now, coming to us out of Spencer, Indiana, driver of the Ace Corporation, AJ Felker Power, DRC Chassis, number 87. This is Tony Helton. Tony Helton in the number 87. 14.459, 144.59 seconds for Helton. See if he improves on lap number 2, and he does. 13.891, better on time, not position. Get a 13.891 second lap for Helton. Out to the Speedway now, the I-1. The driver to Fillmore, Indiana, driver of the Racers Custom and Collision Repair. Look out. Gets it back underneath him over in turns 3 and 4. Ivan Glotzbach. Ivan Glotzbach in the number I-1. Ran 19th place in his lone feature appearance here at Lincoln Park Speedway and USAC Amsoil Sprint Car National Competition in 2024. The Knuckle Buster Retrievers, number I-1 coming around. Lap number 2 does improve, 14.046. Lap number 1 was a 14.382. Glotzbach currently 12th. Out of Raisin City, California, piloting the AME Electrical, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Kaiser Wheels, Spike, Stanton, Reinbold, Underwood Motorsports, number 19 AZ. This is Mitchell Moles. Mitchell Moles in the 19. Quick time at a 12.891, 12891 seconds for Mitchell Moles on lap number 1. Best finish last year was 3rd. Owns 1 USAC National Sprint Car win here in 2022. Lap number 2, better at a 12.685, but you've got a new quick qualifier. It's Mitchell Moles in 19. Gabriel Gilbert out of Greenwood, Indiana, the DRC Chevrolet number 10G on track now. A dozen years behind the wheel of a go-kart prior to jumping into a sprint car last season. A 13.686 on his opening lap, 13.686 seconds for the driver of the number 10G. Lap number 2 as he will put the RPM to it on the front straightaway.
Gabriel Farber Rookie of the Year, by the way, here at Lincoln Park.
Out of Via Park, Illinois, James Boyd and the Xavier Roofing, Watson Top Crop, Midwest Downhill Services, G&G Oil Company, Gertie Power, DRC Chassis, number 16B, turns a 14.361 in his opening lap, 14.361 seconds. Brings it around to the front straightaway, lap number 2, see if he improves. He does, 14.166, better on time, not position. Next driver onto the Speedway just a couple of days ago, the press breaking. He will be joining the full lineup here for the 2025 season at Columbus, Indiana, the Midwest Tube Mill, Stanton Ripper number 5G. This is Gunnar Setzer. Setzer rolls 8th quick on lap number 1, a 13.446. Backs her up into the cushion that time over in turns 1 and 2. It takes the KO Motorsports entry, modified style over into turns 3 and 4. Hangs the left front out to dry, rolls back into the throttle, front straightaway. And lap number 2. Going to be just a little bit slower. Lap number 1 will be his best attempt at 13.446. Next driver onto the clay is out of Allentown, Pennsylvania, the E. Schneider & Sons Recycling, Ryder DRC, Davis Brothers. Apache Transport Boulevard truck repair number 39. This is Briggs Danner. Briggs Danner in the number 39, a 13.473 on lap number 1. Puts him 10th quick right now as he makes his way over to turns 3 and 4. Off of the cushion, onto the front straightaway. Danner, does he improve on lap number 2? He does. Goes to 7, 13.289, 13289 seconds for the driver of the number 39 machine. Out of Morgantown, Indiana, the Axis Underground, Porter Sealing Systems, Terry Cummings Power, DRC Chassis, G&G Oil Company, McMurray Transport, Lucky 7 Technologies, Jeff Miller, number 33. This is Jake Scott. Jake Scott in the number 33. The Paragon Speedway track champion rolls 18th quick on lap number 1, a 14.405, 144.05 seconds for the driver of the number 33. Takes her high into 3, rolls her off the cushion onto the front straightaway off of turn number 4. Does he improve on lap number 2? He does. 13.677, 13th. For Jake Scott. '19 driver out to the speedways out of Phoenix, Arizona. The Cox Body Shop, Quick Time Electric, Benz Asphalt, Kistler Power, Triple X Chassis, the Blind Man, number 4U. This is Kyle Shipley. Kyle Shipley in the number 4U. Lap number 1 going to be 8th quick at a 13.424, 134.24 seconds for Kyle Shipley. Rips the lip through turns 1 and 2, hammers her onto the back straightaway. See what he can find this time over through turns 3 and 4. 8th quick on his opening lap. Overcorrects her just a little bit off of turn number 4, but it doesn't matter. 3rd quick at a 13.107, 13.107 seconds. Lap number 2 for Kyle Shipley. Out of Gilbert, Arizona, the AME Electrical, Avante Windows and Doors, Indy Race Parts, Stanton Spike, Reinbold, Underwood Motorsports, number 19. This is Hayden Reinbold. Hayden Reinbold in the number 19. Another driver progressing up through the racing ranks from midgets up into sprint cars over the last couple of seasons. Goes 16th quick on his opening lap at a 13.790, 137.90 seconds for Hayden Reinbold. Not quite to the cushion, entering 3, brings it up onto the cushion, exiting turn number 4, finds a little bit more speed, goes to 9th quick at a 13.332, 133.32 seconds for the driver of the number 19. Nate Irvin onto the speedway, had a little bit of trouble during hot laps. We'll see at the Spike chassis. Number 11 at Reelsville, Indiana. Can make any speed here in Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. 13.599, 15th fastest for the driver of the number 11E. A little hard off of the right rear that time, exiting turn number 2, brings her to the middle groove through turns 3 and 4. Finds the throttle here to the front straightaway. Does he improve lap number 2? He does not. Lap number 1, the one he will stand on to 13.599, 135.99 seconds for the driver of the number 11. Driver out of Kenosha, Wisconsin, driver of the Roadside Auto Truck Transport, Don's Machine Shop, DRC Chassis, Midwest CBD, Josh Martin Roofing, Kenosha Starter and Alternator Service, number 17. This is Bryce Andrews. Bryce Andrews at a 14.439 on lap number 1. Primarily competes with the Wisconsin Wingless Series. The car utilizing a crate-style engine. It's a little bit underpowered here, but nevertheless going to give it a go as he goes 14.359 on lap number 2, a little bit more, and goes to 22nd at 14.359 for Bryce Andrews. Driver coming to us from down the road at Terre Haute, Indiana. Driver of the Maddox Heating and Cooling, Gressman DRC Pro Source, Newman Motorsports, number 28. This is Brandon Maddox. Brandon Maddox in the number 28 machine. Not able to make it into a feature event last year here at Lincoln Park Speedway and USAC Amsoil Sprint Car National Competition. Goes 15th fastest on his opening lap at a 13.505, 135.05 seconds for the driver of the number 28 machine. Lap number 2, better, 10th quick at a 13.396, 133.96 seconds for Brandon Maddox. Driver out of Avon, Indiana, driver of the Jarvis Enterprises at Bachelor Motorsports, Fox Power, DRC number 53. A little misstep that time off the cushion in 1 and 2. We've got Braden Fox. Braden Fox putting all 4 paws into the clay here on the front straightaway. 23rd quick on lap number 1, a 14.341, 143.41 seconds for the driver of the number 53. Grandfather Galen, a USAC Hall of Famer here, brings it around to the front straightaway. Better, 16th quick at a 13.540, 135.40 seconds for Braden Fox. 25th driver onto the track to qualify, and it's Carson Garrett. Garrett behind the wheel of the Epperson Painting Incorporated, PPG, BGE Motorsports, Hornbeck Concrete, FK Shocks, Claxon DRC Chassis, Epperson Racing, number 2E. Good speed during dirt draft hot laps. We'll see if it translates into Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. 14.004 on lap number 1, 22nd quick for Carson Garrett. Best finish last year, a 5th here at Lincoln Park Speedway and USAC AMSOIL Sprint Car National Championship competition. A 10th and a 19th to go along with that. Comes around much better lap number 2. Jumps to 9th quick at a 13.331. 1.3331 seconds for Carson Garrett. Young lady coming to us out of Dillsboro, Indiana. Driver of the Southern Insurance, Don Ott Spike, Heavy Duty Truck and Transmission Services, Clark's Home Service, Industrial Hydraulics Incorporated, Next Gen Builders, Blood Lubricants number 4K. This is Kayla Rell. Kayla Rell in the number 4K, 26 quick on lap number 1, a 14.473, 1.4473 seconds. First woman to ever top a main event with the USAC D2 Thunder Racing Series. A high school wrestling champion behind the wheel of that number 4K. Does improve by 1 position, lap number 2 at a 14.226, 1.4226 seconds for Kayla Rell. Out of Loomis, California, tonight piloting the Lifestyle Homes, Michael Dutcher Motorsports, Griffin's Propane Pro Source, number 17 GP. This is Max Adams. Max Adams in the number 17 GP. Comes around lap number 1, 6 quick at a 13.183, 1.3183 seconds for Adams. The Parallax Motorsports, Midwest Auto Services, Doty Graphics, number 17, working off a turn number 4. Does he improve? Lap number 2, he does. Second quick at a 12.720, 1.2720 seconds for Max Adams in 17. Coming to us out of Lone Jack, Missouri, driver of the Bodies Race Company, Terry Cummings Racing Engine, DRC Chassis, Acre Towing, Wrapped KC, Suspension, Boyd Racing number 4X. This is Braden Cromwell. Braden Cromwell in the number 4X. Goes 25th quick on his opening lap at a 14.058, 1.4058 seconds for the Rick Horn Racing number 4X. Makes his way off of the top of turns 3 and 4 around to the front straightaway, trying to find a little bit more speed. 25th quick lap number 1, 24th quick lap number 2, a 13.906. Down the last handful of drivers here in Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. Again, tonight's quick qualifier. Going to get an extra $150 courtesy of Honest Abe Roofing. And backing her up to the cushion is Cale Drake at Collinsville, Oklahoma. The Pendleton Farms, Bennett Enterprises, Claxon DRC, riding with Frank and Marilyn Bennett. 2B Racing, number 2B. Comes around in his opening lap, 19th quick at a 13.585, 1.3585 seconds. A little bit more of a conservative line that time through turns 1 and 2. Rolled right through the middle. Going to cheat up to the cushion this time off of turn number 4. Checker flag will drop in lap number 2. Going to be a 13.585 on lap number 1. So lap number 2 just a tick slower for the driver of the number 2B. A little bit of problems on the start here for Zach Pretorius, 30th driver out to the Speedway. He's out of Yorktown, Indiana, driving the Oak Motors, Claxon DRC Pizza King number 9Z. 30th quick on lap number 1 at 14.631, 1.4631 seconds for the 9-time karting champion. Picked up a couple of wins last year up at Circle City Raceway. In local competition, much better. Lap number 2, 6th quick at a 13.135, 1.3135 seconds for Zach Pretorius. Everybody continuing to chase Mitchell Moles, though. A 12.685. Max Adams currently 2nd quick. Kyle Cummins, Logan Seavey, and Kyle Shipley currently make up the top 5. Chase Stocking onto the Speedway now at Fort Branch, Indiana. The GetLucasOil.com. David Meets, Kistler DRC, Moose Racing number 92. 15th quick on his opening lap at a 13.441 and 1.3441 seconds. 2 feature starts in USAC AMSOIL Sprint Car National Championship competition here at Lincoln Speedway last season. A 16th and an 11th in 2020. He went to Victory Lane, comes around lap number 2, goes to 8th quick at a 13.198, 1.3198 seconds for Chase Stocking. Out of Rockland, California, the Suburban Subaru, Deaton's Waterfront Services, Burke's Western Telecom, Core Installation, Hinchman Indy, Amy Garner Roofing, Factory Kane, Donut DRC number 12. It's the Madman, Robert Ballou. Robert Ballou going to go 12th quick on lap number 1, a 13.298, 1.3298 seconds for Ballou. 3-time winner here at Lincoln Park Speedway in 2014, 16, and 2017. Ballou, lap number 2, better 9th quick at a 13.274. 1.3274 seconds for Robert Ballou. Contestant number 33 onto the Speedway, pilots the 5T out of Anaheim, California, the Snake Enterprises, Inland Rigging, One Way DRC, Darty Motorsports, CK Enterprises, GSC Shock Technologies, Doughboys LLC number 5T. This is Jake Swanson. Jake Swanson in the number 5T, 13.515 seconds on his opening lap, positions him 21st quick thus far. See if we can find a little bit more speed here on lap number 2. Rolls her up onto the cushion, exiting turn number 4, and he does. Jumps to 12th quick, a 13.280, 1.3280 seconds for Jake Swanson. Kevin Thomas Jr. onto the back straightaway to Coleman, Alabama. The Inferno Armor, Majestic Electric, CSI, Eddie Gilstrap Motors, Mach 1 chassis, Stanton Power number 3R. Comes around on lap number 1, going to be 16 fastest, a 13.369, 1.3369 seconds. Winner here in 2022, best finish last season in USAC Amsoil Sprint Car National Competition was a 4th place run here at Lincoln Park Speedway. Comes around lap number 2, goes to 8th quick at a 13.197, 1.3197 seconds for Kevin Thomas Jr. Two-time winner here at Lincoln Park Speedway in USAC National Sprint Car Competition out of Greenfield, Indiana. Driver the curb records, Kodiak Products, one-way DRC chassis, Apache Transport, Oak Crab Delegate Cabinetry 21AZ. This is CJ Leary. CJ Leary goes 26 quick on his opening lap at 13.654, 1.3654 seconds. Winner here in 2021 and 2022. Best finish last year was a 3rd place run. Comes around lap number 2, slower. He'll stand on lap number 1 at 13.654. That is the 21 AZ. Only a couple more drivers to go here. Justin Manili. He's out of Brazil, Indiana. Driver the Hoosier Towing, Manili Construction. DRC, Shaw Chiropractic, number 100. Rolls her middle groove through turns 3 and 4. Comes around on his opening lap, 36 fastest at a 15.147. Problems in 1 and 2. Bounces her up over the cushion. Doesn't turn it into a bicycle, though. Keeps it on all 4s. He'll make his way off at turn number 4. That's going to cost him here in his 2nd trip around. He will stand on his opening lap at a 15.147. Final driver to qualify. A little bit of a misstep there into turns 1 and 2. He's out of Ione, California. The NOS Energy Drink, MPV Logistics, Top Industries, Indy Custom Zone, Kistler Maxim, number 4. This is Justin Grant. Justin Grant, 26 quick at his opening lap at a 13.612, 1.3612 seconds. Winner here in 2022. Best run last season here at Lincoln Park was a 5th place finish. Grant coming around lap number 2, improves immensely. 4th quick at a 13.093, 1.3093 seconds for Justin Grant. As that will wrap up Honest Abe Roofing qualifying, and the driver going to pocket an extra $150 here tonight as your quick qualifier comes here to Raisin City, California. Driver the AME Electrical, Massive Valley Transportation, Kaiser, Reinbold, Underwood Motorsports of 19 AZ. Race fans, give him a hand, Mitchell Moles. So Mitchell Moles, your quick qualifier tonight, a 12.685. Max Adams ends up 2nd quick. Kyle Cummins is 3rd quick. Logan Seavey is 4th quick. Justin Grant is 5th quick. Kyle Shipley is 6th quick. Pretorius is 7th quick. Dason Persley 8th quick. Kevin Thomas Jr. 9th. And Chase Stockin rounding out the top 10. The kickstand drops, and he makes his way into the stands. Race fans, let him hear it. Mitchell Moles, tonight's quick qualifier. Let's send it down to Christy Bemis.
Yeah, thank you, Brian. Mitchell Moles is going to pick up that Honest Abe Roofing Fast Qualifier Award for the first Amsoil USAC National Sprint Car event in Indiana. Mitchell, obviously, with all of the rain over the weekend, or over the past week, I should say, how difficult was it to find a preferable line?
Yeah, this is like California. It's back at home. I haven't been out there in a while, and I told Andy going into it that it was going to be pretty rough and choppy. So I think they got it in probably the best shape that we possibly could be to be racing tonight, and most places would have canceled. So I want to say hi to my parents, my mom and my dad, and my brother at home, and also thinking of the Leary family. We lost Chuck a couple days ago, and it's been weighing pretty heavy on everybody's hearts, and just wanted everybody to know that we're thinking of him, and I really appreciate everybody for coming out, and we'll see how this goes.
Well, other than all of that, how does it feel to be back racing in Indiana again?
Yeah, it's great. Florida's been tough for me, and we had a better swing than we normally do out there. So I think these tracks just suit my driving style a little more. You can run them hard, and you can bash the curbs. And I'm trying to get better at everything else, but we're working hard, and my guys are doing a great job. So thanks again for all the fans for coming out. We can't come here without you guys, so you guys showing up makes our day.
Mitchell Moles put together 2 pretty solid laps for Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. He is your fast qualifier tonight here at Lincoln Park Speedway for the first AMSOIL USAC national event in Indiana of the season.
This season, Dason Pursley, a 3-time quick qualifier down in Florida. Justin Grant twice at Ocala, and now Mitchell Moles on the list here at Lincoln Park. And for the 16th time in his career is your Honest Abe Roofing quick qualifier. With that, IMCA Race Saver Sprint Cars next on the card for their hot laps in qualifying. Over to Dr. Pat Sullivan.
Well, thank you very much. Huntley Hoosier Wing Sprint Cars on tap. Last year, Trace Baylor, the track champion, finally unseating Ethan Barrow in 2023. Ethan won every single event